What's happening, man?
Can you hear me? Now, Jack, can you hear me through the microphone?
Yep, we're good.
No, I can't hear myself through the microphone.
You can hear me?
Chris, I can hear you, buddy. I can hear you. I'm looking at my producer right now as if I can hear me. But as long as you can hear me, I just brought up a little point, Chris. I said, we got a big thing with these people doing the 30 for 30 push-ups and emphasizing fitness during the quarantine. And I said, yeah, okay. You know, I get how fit you want to be, this and that. But unless your life relies on your fitness, your income relies on your physical capabilities, it's kind of irrelevant to me. I don't give a fuck about your 30 push-ups. But if a man like you, goes and does 30 push-ups, I get it. Because you fight for a living.
I guess seeing the videos, it's motivating to keep me up. But I'm enjoying my time, and I had a fight that was scheduled, and it got canceled because of the virus. Really close, like 3 hours before my weigh-in.
I seen that.
Now,
yeah, how much of a mental toll does that type of thing take? Because you're preparing what? So you're fighting at what weight?
I fight at 136.
And you walk around regularly at what?
Probably 150, 55 on a heavy day.
Okay, so you're losing, upwards near 12.
Yeah, I cut about 10, 12 pounds easily.
So when you do that, Chris, and then you walk in and they tell you the fight's over, I hate when people ask, how are you feeling during this? Because obviously you're pissed off and stuff, but like, how are you mentally comprehending that where you could, not like, obviously you're mad, obviously you're disappointed, but what's the other thing that drives you?
I never had a fight get canceled really that quick, and so I couldn't, and I obviously knew that that could happen. Because I was paying attention to other promotions that were canceling their fights and stuff like that.
So you kind of knew it might be coming.
I kind of knew it could happen, but for it to happen that close, I kind of, in the first hour or two, I think I was angry because I was already in that fight mode. You know what I mean?
You were in murder mode. You're ready to go.
And plus, losing the weight, being on the weight, I was literally sweating out the last pound of my weight cut, and we were about an hour away from driving or getting ready to team up and drive out. So I was in Planet Fitness sweating out a last 1 pound, and I got a text message. It said, canceled, blah, blah, blah. And I walked out and I grabbed a handful of Tootsie Rolls as soon as I could. and that was it, man. I walked right into Hannaford and grabbed a vanilla Coke. And that was it, man.
Now, I'm going to get into more, real good questions, for the people that want to hear the thing. But what I want to know is, what's a vanilla Coke like after a fucking weight cut, bro? You throw it on ice, right? Do we throw it on ice?
It was not even right out the bottle.
Oh, you're a savage.
And it was the first thing in my stomach, too, besides the Tootsie Roll.
Oh, my God.
It obliterated. It was terrible for me. But I took it. And then I grabbed a bottle of water.
Yep.
And then,
priorities.
What it is, I haven't stopped, man. What day are we on now?
I don't know. I'm at the day where I'm getting annoyed at the way the birds chirp.
I can just say I've been eating pretty good, man. That's been getting me through. I'm actually cooking right now. I'm cooking.
What are you cooking?
Just a little ground beef and some the Jersey tomato marinara sauce.
Oh, there you go.
Combined with some elbows. It's just something real quick.
Yeah. You're going to throw it in like a little goulash. Your little take on a little goulash.
And then the top of it is the Texas toast, garlic toast.
See, these are the times where we don't acknowledge the Texas toast and the Elios and, things like that.
I don't think I've ever eaten. I don't even think I've ever eaten.
Texas toast? You never had Texas toast?
Besides, like, the French toast. But I got the Furlani Texas toast, garlic toast right now. 16-pack. I'm probably going to cook a good amount of that.
As you should, bro. And you enjoy it.
And I got the marinara sauce with it, too. So,
That's
and a
beautiful.
little what's it? 19 crimes. Yeah, man, I'm enjoying. I'm doing things that I normally don't do, which is slow down and enjoy family time. As a fighter, you don't really get to do that, so
You know what? And that's
I'm definitely enjoying it, but I am at the same time hoping can get through it. I don't want to joke, I don't want to. I hope this doesn't last forever, and would like to see. But to be honest with you, I don't think 2 weeks is long enough for a timeout for people. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's gonna be 2 weeks, bro. I think they give us
Yeah,
disclaimers and it's gonna get
definitely not.
extended.
And I'm prepared for it to be longer.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if it is longer, I'm already mentally ready just to say, right. I got it. And if anything, I'm getting back into trying to work out at home just now.
Yeah.
Which is good because I think working out and sweating and getting a good sweat is good for the person's stress levels and stuff like that, especially if you're cooped up.
100%, bro. Because I'm getting stressed over the littlest things, and I'm probably.
Oh man, just a good hour of sweat. I went for a good run, and today was the first time I went for a run since they canceled my fight, and it kicked my ass, but it just felt good to sweat. So I was just at a slow pace.
Just felt good to go.
It felt good. I didn't stop to talk to nobody, and it felt like as I was running, people were like, "Why the fuck is this guy outside?" But I'm like, I gotta run, man.
Yeah. Let them go.
I gotta run.
Yeah. Whatever about them. But now, Chris, I remember seeing you, crush the hype beast in that Bellator, man, the Kimball kid. I remember seeing you go in and listen, I know you're a man who trains. You train every day of your life. So, and this is just my personal guess, but there may be a little bit of resentment there where people define you on that moment because you may have felt like you've built for that moment every second of your life and you knew that was going to happen, right? But when that did happen and when you beat Mike Kimball in Bellator, was that the type of reassurance you may have wanted, not for you, but as we know, I'm not a fighter, but just me observing the fight game, as people know, the public perception of the MMA fighter brings in the money more, brings in the attention more. And you took out this kid who talked a little bit of shit about you, man, and just disregarded you.
To be honest, when I see his videos and stuff, because I see him, because I still can't find the video on YouTube of our actual fight. So
why is that? Why is that? Because I tried to look that up. Why can't we see you beat his face down?
I don't know, man. But they still signed him. They still got him promoting. They're promoting him. He was supposed to fight on the Bellator card that they were just gonna have at the Mohegan. But it was a big moment, and why are they promoting him and not me?
Not you, bro.
I don't really know. I don't know if it's because of the management or the team or anything like that. Because I don't believe so. Because I believe I believe I'm a better fighter than him when it comes down to it. We fight 5 times, I win 4, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not. I don't want to say he's a really talented young kid, and it was a big moment for me. And I actually took a fight after that because of Bellator not signing me. And
now, Chris, I don't mean to cut you off, but how does that happen? How do you take out the biggest hype beast in Bellator and be denied a fight on a Bellator card?
Is
it because how old are you again?
I just turned 27.
Okay, you're 27, right? What's the I don't know, the motivating factor for them to not pursue forward and push you? You're the hype. You just crushed the hype beast. Let's push you. You're the underdog. People love the underdog. We love Rudy. We love Rocky. This is a story people could follow. Does he have bigger management in the back of him that pushed that?
I mean, they gave me the interview after the fight, and then I haven't spoke to anybody since, man. And that's the fight game. And my team and me, we talk about it, but and all we said is we're just gonna make them regret making that decision. And by going out, and I'm gonna keep whoever I got to fight for, I'm just gonna go get these finishes and everything like that. I actually took a fight after the Kimball fight, and I dislocated my elbow in the first round. Just a freak accident, man. But
I seen that online, bro. It was ugly.
Yeah,
and I do love your updates, but Jesus
experience.
Christ. At 8 in the morning, I'm taking a shit. I see your elbow bent the wrong way. It's black and blue. Oh, my God, this poor bastard.
It was ups and downs of the fight game, man. But it made me – I had all those experiences in such a short period of time that it didn't do anything to, like – it wasn't no longevity done to my fight career.
Yes.
Like, I'm still so young. And I'm still going to have so many more years left of fighting that all it gave me was just experience, man.
Yeah, you're young. You're young. You're in great shape.
I made 100% recovery, and I was going to fight again. But, things are in the cards that are out of my control.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to take the time. I'm honestly going to reevaluate my whole training and my whole team, or just my training and my camps as far as, where I'll be training and who I'll be training around and stuff like that, and we'll just take it from there, one step at a time. I still got my great team up here that I'm gonna be working with, and
you still had Henzo and Latham.
Yeah, I'm Bruno, BJJ, Henzo, yep. Team Henzo, Gracie. That's the things I miss the most about is just the knowledge from my teachers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And my actual coaches, because not having that for a long time is the only thing that you could set you back. Because as a fighter myself, I'm a student of the game, so having these guys around is hopefully we're not around for too long. Hopefully we can get back into it soon enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping too, man. And I'm hoping it more for I feel like just the population in general is having a natural empathy for the solo fighter, because you realize that it's a solo sport and there's no salary package, and it all rides on their next commitment and their next achievement. And, not to correlate you with people who aren't, risking their lives, but it's like a bartender and a waiter, and so some people depend on their next job, right? Some people depend on their next moment. So
definitely.
I mean, you're enjoying the time of family, you're enjoying your space alone, but is there an underlying faith that just keeps you hoping for the future and hoping this thing clears up too early? Could it be religion? Could it just be, just a basic mantra every day? I mean, what gets you up and says, you know what, I'm going to hit the heavy bag. I'm going to go for a jog. I'm going to do this. Like, what's that driving factor there for you personally?
I guess it's just, what really gets me going is just, I feel like this is just overall, I've come so far that there's no turning back.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like there's no, I can't throw it away right now. You know what I mean? And it's, fighting is, if it comes down to it, man, and that'll be the last thing.
Yeah.
And fighting will always be the last thing standing. So, I'm just prepared, just my kids too is a big motivation, my family, and knowing that, I got to be strong for them and be, show them motivation, give them something. At the end of the day, fitness is just a passion of mine, which, I want everyone, my family, everyone around me to be healthy. So, those things get me up, but, fighting is just so close to my soul, man, that it's going to be in me till I'm dead, man.
Yeah.
Like, I may not want to fight until I'm dead, but I'll always be bouncing around. It'll always be in me taking around, man. And right now, like I said, I'm just so young that, I could just listen to a song and all of a sudden I'm imagining my entrance, and
yes.
I'm in the arena in my mind, and stuff like that. You know
You're
what I mean?
taking any separate sense of emotion that drives you could just directly apply it to fighting.
Just sets the trigger off. Anything, man. You know, it could be just something I see on TV. It could be like a healthy food. I'm like, right, I gotta eat healthy. Or it could be I could just see anything. My glove's sitting over in the corner, or seeing my son get older. You want him to get into wrestling or get into sports or whatever it may be. So it's just a nonstop thing.
Listen, man, I seen him drilling at Henzo, and I seen him doing a split on your Instagram. That kid's fucking getting after it. If I did a split right now, they'd have to tape my prostate back in me.
I don't know who taught him that, man, but he just started doing that.
That's beautiful, man. That comes from the fact he has a driven father. And one of my reasons, Chris, for really making a point to get to you this week was because the fact that the sport dropped in a way, right? These fighters are isolated, and you're a fighter in our backyard. You're a fighter in our hometown. And I will say, I was an athlete growing up, this and that, but everything is compared to a fight. When you play football, baseball, basketball, whatever, your coach is going to tell you you're in a fight. But it's only the fighters that know a fight. And you're somebody in our backyard that we should take pride in. And I want to give you that.
I appreciate that a lot, man. Thank you very
man.
Much.
Well, we want to give you that acknowledgement and recognition and let you know that we got your back when you're back in this game, man. And I want to make a story out of it, and I want to be there, and we want to cover it. And I just want to, I felt like people are telling me
right now.
Go ahead.
I think right now people should be embracing that warrior spirit right now, and men and women together should be standing together and embracing that old spirit that is just pure, and that warrior spirit, man. And,
you call it pride.
That'll get us through, man.
That's it, bro. Because we're standing next to our kids on shore. I don't have kids, but I got a puppy, and I guess, but
times
bro.
Are hard, but they could be harder, So
they could be very much harder, man. And to close this out, I just want to tell you that we're waiting for you here at Two Buttons Deep. And you have my word that
some fight news soon.
Yep, I want to hear all the fight news, and when this opens up, it's going to be a good thing, and we're happy to have you here. And I appreciate the answers, and just your general response, and you just being a person.
Yeah, thanks for talking to me, man.
Absolutely, and I think it speaks volumes to your character. And you are a warrior, sir. You're an upstate, unrecognized warrior. And we're going to try to build you that support that could give you that boost. You don't need that boost. You have that natural boost by yourself. There's nobody else that can make themselves train alone. But we want to get you something, man. We want to get you going. So best wishes, bro. Best to the family. Best during the quarantine. And it's all love. And hopefully we talk soon, Chris.
Same, man. Same. I'm gonna be here. I'll be here and staying strong.
I'm gonna be here too, buddy. Maybe I'll text you later when I'm going crazy. But we're both gonna be here. But
anyone needs motivation, just shoot me a DM.
100%, man.
I could use it too here and there. So feel free.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much for joining us, Chris. We had a great time, buddy.
All right, take care. Good night, guys.
Man, you too. All right, so that's our outro with the fighter Chris Disonell, and that's really it. That's all. This is Minutes of Marko. We're on the couch here. Josie got accustomed to Jack. We talked to Chris. We're all going crazy during quarantine, and what else are you gonna do, kids? I might heat up some pasta, unfortunately, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. So we'll see you. St. Archer Gold. Sip it, drink it, pour it on your grandmother's head. Quarantine. Later.